Okay. I think this is trying to make this a little bigger. All right. Welcome in. We are gonna do a collective message. If you're new here, I'm Intuitive Life Sarah J, and this is a safe space for you to heal, gain clarity, enlightenment, and confirmation. And right now, what you are looking at is the table of contents to my ebook called A Healer's Guide to Success, Inspiration, and Clarity. Okay. Here are all 9 chapters. I'm going to give like a short, brief summary breakdown since Mother's Day is like a day or two away. I have this full copy of my ebook with the link in my bio. It may not be on here. I have to double check on and see if the link in my bio is in my bio on TikTok, but the link is in my bio on my Instagram for sure. And you can get full access to this ebook for free. This is for my mothers. If you're not a mother, you still can get access to this ebook as long as you go and click that link in my bio. But this is over 100 pages of information to help not only heal yourself, but your soul. All right. This is my gift to the mothers. Okay. So go ahead and click that link in my bio if you want to help yourself. All right. I'm going to give you a breakdown of this. So we got chapter 1. Chapter 1 is understanding authenticity and personal reflection. This section is going to explore the concept of authenticity, meaning what it means to be yourself and genuinely be yourself, all right? What it means to live in alignment with your true self, inviting you into personal reflection. The main key part of being authentic is personal reflection, okay, guys? In order to know who you are, you have to take a look at it, all right? So chapter 2 is going to step more into what is spiritual hygiene. What is spiritual hygiene? Do you know? Right? This is going to explore the benefits, practices, and significance of maintaining spiritual cleanliness on a daily. So ways that you can cleanse yourself, methods, herbs. There's going to be there's a full page in there with a list of herbs, healing herbs. All right. And then once you move on from that, because really chapter 2 is more to educate you on what your spiritual hygiene is. So then once you move forward from that, you're going to step more into the shadow work aspect of things, which is vital. That's why it's more like the number top 3. Okay. And this is going to step more into exploring and integrating the unconscious parts of self, the shadow, right? So these are the aspects of our personality, emotions, and behaviors that we tend to repress, ignore, or deny because they don't align with our conscious self-image or social expectations, okay? So we're going to look at the parts of ourselves that we don't like to show other people, right? The parts of ourselves that we don't even like to acknowledge that you know what I'm saying? The parts of ourselves that we don't like to acknowledge that we partake in bad habits, behaviors, or mindsets, right? Things that we need to change. Now, moving on from that shadow work aspect of things. Now, these aren't going to be the table of contents is obviously like a recap of things, but these chapters are like I said, it's almost 100 pages worth of information, okay, for you guys in this book. Now, chapter 4 is energy transfers, okay? I cannot stress this enough. Energy transfers are the main key to your life. Everything that you do, from the moment that you wake up and you touch your phone, from the moment that you have a conversation, from the moment that you interact with your child, your husband, your spouse, energy transfers exist in every way, shape, or form. So you're going to need to educate yourself on how you're transferring your energy, all right? Energy transfers between people through empathy, kindness, conflict, and tension, okay? Emotions, actions, or attitudes exchange and can uplift or drain others. So you're going to understand what you're taking in, what you're absorbing, and then also what you're putting out. Are you being drained from your energy transfers, or are you being uplifted, right? All right. I wrote this book around last year. I dropped this book last year around Mother's Day, actually. So this is just another, I did it on sale last year. So it was right now, today, this book is free for anybody who wants to get access to it. Okay, just click that link in my bio. If it's not the link in my bio on TikTok, it's the link in my bio on Instagram. And my Instagram is EKOUTREE. Even if it is not in the link in my bio right now on TikTok, I will make sure to go put this book in the link in my bio as soon as we get off the live. So even if you don't are unable to find my Instagram or other social media platforms where this book is available for free for you mothers, all right, this is my Mother's Day gift to you all. Even if you can't find it there, I'm gonna make sure I get it where you guys can have access to it. Okay, so now we're gonna step into the alchemy process. Okay, because that's what you're gonna be. That's your formula. Okay, that's gonna be your formula for everything that you just learned 1 through 4. Okay, give me a second. Now, alchemy teaches the true transformation. Alchemy teaches that true transformation requires patience, inner work, and willingness to confront one's own darkness, that shadow self that we talked about. That's why alchemy is number 5, because in order to even operate in a space of being an alchemist, you have to master these 1 through 4, or at least partake in this so that you know what you're doing. Now, number 6 is vital because this is going to bring equilibrium to you as a person. I'm going to repeat that. This is going to bring equilibrium to you as a person, because no matter if you're a man or a woman, you have feminine and masculine energy in you that has to be balanced out. Okay? Now, I don't care if you're a man or not. I'm sorry that some men think they don't have any femininity in them, or no, they're not feminine in any way, but that's just not the truth. So you're going to have to be able to balance your feminine energy and your masculine energy. And your feminine energy is just the loving, nurturing parts of yourself, the parts of yourself that are pouring into bringing to life, not the parts of yourself that are executing and getting things done. All right. A breakdown of how to embrace both energies. How to embrace is the key. Both energies, okay? And harmony and personal growth, because that's what is needed in order for personal growth. Now, chapter 7 is going to step more into cosmic laws and rules and understandings. Now, let me move this up so you can see a little bit. Okay. The law of spiritual clarity. Now, to further help guide individuals to move towards inner peace, self-awareness, and alignment with higher consciousness and purpose, you need spiritual clarity. Okay? So you're going to have to understand that you need to go to the source in order to receive your clarity, right? All right. So there's going to be all of what you need. That's a breakdown of spiritual clarity, the cosmic laws, the understanding of it, period, right? Now, chapter 8 is going to step more into the laws of spiritual inspiration. Okay, and these are energetic tools. So as above, so below. So once you're doing this work internally, this will begin to reflect externally. Do understand? All right. So opportunities will present themselves in miraculous ways. Do understand? Because you're allowing yourself to step into a flow state with the divine. Okay. The law of spiritual inspiration further helps guide individuals towards higher consciousness. Okay, this is where you elevate. This is where you ascend in your consciousness, emphasizing intuition, inner guidance, and alignment with divine purpose. Now, the last chapter of this book is going to focus on the law of spiritual success and understanding success, because our worldly version of success is not what success is. And so that's going to be a whole nother re-breakdown of your understanding of success, guys. All right. Success involves inner peace, alignment with purpose, self-awareness, compassion, and growth in love, wisdom, and humility. Humility is key. I need you to know that. Because in order for you to really, truly let the divine mold you, you have to be able to be receptive to them using you in a vulnerable state. And that is humility. I am going through whatever I'm going through, but at the end of the day, I know that my God is bringing me through this, right? So if you're not somebody who necessarily believes in the creator or not a God. If you don't believe in Mother Nature or the Most High, then this book may not be for you. I will say that. All right. This book is solely for energy work. If you look down at the bottom of this table of contents, you will see it says energy work. So once you begin to do what you see in this book, what you read about in this book, do understand that you are now doing energy work. Do understand you are now an alchemist. All right. So this is for my mothers. Anybody who wants access to this, anybody who wants to help themselves, okay, it's free. Link in my bio. Now we finna get into this collective message. I'm gonna end